Thank you for joining us for this look at the best original reporting from KPBS News this week. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Coming up, injuries at the border wall are piling up. KPBS investigates how the federal government is increasingly forcing local taxpayers to pick up the tab. Backyard boxing in Vista. Meet the man offering young boys and girls an outlet to develop self-confidence. And a first for the San Diego Zoo. See the young turtles that symbolize progress for the zoo's endangered breeding efforts. Check your direct deposit because starting on Friday, the state is starting to issue tax rebate payments. As Alexander Nguyen reports, that money comes as gas prices are soaring once again in San Diego.
It's costing a lot more to fuel up these days.
I was definitely a little surprised to see how high they went up again. I kind of thought that was over.
Bryson Patterson is a graduate student at USD. He just bought a new, more fuel-efficient car, and he thinks there is something fishy about the high gas prices in California.
I do think like a lot of the talk about it being kind of an opportunistic pricing by big oil companies is like pretty realistic. I think it's kind of BS that the gas prices are back up to what they were.
Despite oil prices decreasing, in California, gas prices keeps on increasing. In San Diego, the average price is $6.40. Nationally, it's $3.80. That's a difference of $2.60. Alan Jin is an economics professor at USD. He says with oil prices hovering around $83 a barrel, down from a high of $123 in March, it's cheaper for refineries to produce gasoline.
The problem is that we've had some supply disruption. The refineries that convert oil into gas are down, some for scheduled maintenance, some for unplanned problems in terms of maintenance.
We know that there's 6 refineries in California that are reporting these maintenance issues.
And Jane Venegas is with the Automobile Club of Southern California. She says the other reason is higher than expected demand.
According to a survey AAA did, a lot of drivers weren't able to take those trips that they planned for the summer because of gas prices being so high. So a lot of them did not shop as much, they didn't drive as much, and they were able to save some money to finally take those trips during the fall. So we were expecting that demand to increase.
To cool down prices, Governor Gavin Newsom announced on Friday that refineries could start selling more polluting but cheaper winter blend gasoline. AAA says that will likely drop prices down 15 to 20 cents. Alexander Nguyen, KPBS News.
Gas prices have a lot of people talking, and that's the topic for this week's KPBS Roundtable. You can stream it anytime at kpbs.org and all major podcast platforms. We're seeing a record high number of people ending up at local hospitals after falling from the border wall. Usually, it's on the federal government to pick up the tab on those bills. And as KPBS border reporter Gustavo Solis found, that's increasingly not the case in our area.
Former President Donald Trump didn't deliver on his 2016 campaign promise to build a new wall covering the entirety of the U.S.-Mexico border. But his administration did succeed in doubling the height of some of the existing portions of the border wall. And though there's little evidence that the higher wall actually slowed illegal border crossings, it has caused a big spike in serious injuries to people who've fallen off the 30-foot wall. UCSD Health received 270 border fall patients last year, 200 more than it did in 2019 when the wall was at a lower height. The hospital is already on pace to get more than 300 this year. Dr. Jay Doucette is head of UCSD's trauma unit. He says they're getting so many patients from Customs and Border Protection, or CBP, that the hospital now has a special section just for them.
We had to open up another ward just to deal with the surge from the border.
Many of these patients require lengthy stays in the ICU and multiple surgeries to repair broken bones. In addition to the increased pain and suffering of the victims, this new reality is putting pressure on hospital resources.
As length of stay goes up and the more surgeries that are required, the more expensive things are as well.
But who's responsible for picking up the bill? Well, that's where things get a little murky. CBP is responsible for the medical expenses if the patient is in their custody when they're discharged from the hospital. And that was usually the case as recently as 2019 and 2020. Data from UCSD shows that CBP paid for roughly 75% of the patients their agents brought into the hospital in 2019 and 80% of patients in 2020. But staff at the trauma unit saw a shift in 2021.
Well, now we notice that they're not sticking around as much.
Doucette is referring to the CBP agents. Beginning in 2021, CBP began keeping far fewer patients in custody. Instead, the agents were increasingly giving them a notice to appear in immigration court and walking away. This change in approach coincided with a new California law that expanded health benefits under the state's taxpayer-funded Medi-Cal program to undocumented immigrants. Doucette says that by releasing patients from custody, CBP is essentially handing their hospital bills over to California, which pays for them with a mix of state and federal funds. CBP's own data backs this up. In the San Diego sector, the federal agency covered the medical expenses of roughly 3,000 patients in the fiscal year 2019-2020. That number dropped to 1,300 in 2020-2021, and only 550 during the first 10 months of the current fiscal year. Meanwhile, the average cost per patient has quadrupled, from $1,500 in fiscal year 2019-2020 to $5,500 in fiscal year 2020-2021. CBP officials would not comment specifically on the reason behind their new approach. Instead, they issued a statement confirming that patients who are not kept in custody receive a notice to appear in immigration court. Meanwhile, the practice is drawing criticism from both sides of the immigration debate. Hans von Spakovsky is a senior fellow at the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank. He's an outspoken critic of CBP's so-called catch-and-release policy, where Border Patrol agents apprehend migrants who cross the border illegally and then let them go with little more than a notice to appear in court.
So in essence, they are saying, we're going to release you into the country and we're just not going to worry about you anymore.
Von Spakovsky says that there's a significant risk that migrants will simply not show up to their immigration court hearings and continue to live in the country with no legal status.
It makes sense if you think about it, because if they're in the country illegally, what's the point in going to court where you might be detained and actually deported from the country?
Pedro Rios is an immigrant rights activist with American Friends Service Committee. He says the taller wall was built specifically to injure people and deter others from crossing illegally. The fact that CBP is not paying for many of the patients is a sign that the federal government is not taking responsibility for the consequences of extending the border wall.
In fact, they're leaving the rest of San Diego County, the rest of California, to pay for the injuries that are caused as a result of poorly thought through enforcement plans such as the border wall that is causing these injuries.
Von Spakovsky views this as a much larger trend in which local communities end up paying for the federal government's border policies.
There are numerous studies that have been done on the cost of this kind of illegal immigration. And all of those studies show that the vast majority of these costs are paid by local governments, not the federal government. And healthcare costs are one of the big factors.
He blames this on what he considers the Biden administration's lax enforcement policies. Gustavo Solis, KPBS News.
It's not just what we eat, but when we eat that plays a big role in our health. And the results are seen in a new study that examines the eating habits of those who work unusual hours. KPBS SciTech reporter Thomas Fudge tells us how local firefighters served as the test case.
San Diego Battalion Chief David Piccone has been a firefighter for 25 years. After gassing up his vehicle at Station 28, he spoke with us about a survey that examined how restricted eating schedules can impact the health of firefighters. And he said if you believe that people who work all hours should eat at all hours, the study proved that wrong.
When you're on a 24-hour shift, you'll go through and you might have the lunch, you might have a late dinner or a late call, and then you get another 3 or 4 calls in the evening, and you feel like, well, maybe I need to eat something to have more energy. And what the study showed is that it's completely opposite, that you actually get tireder and less healthy by eating at those odd hours.
Time-restricted eating often means only eating within a 10-hour window each day. You fast for 14 hours. It has shown health benefits among many people, but it's been unclear whether it's practical or even feasible to impose that restriction on shift workers like firefighters and nurses. And people who do shift work are very vulnerable to health problems.
So when you look at shift workers as a whole, in the limited studies that have been done with shift workers, as they age, they tend to have more cardiovascular related conditions. So a higher prevalence of obesity, a higher prevalence of diabetes, higher prevalence of heart attack.
In fact, the World Health Organization even lists shift work as a carcinogen. For shift workers, getting enough sleep is a concern, but it helps if you maintain an eating schedule that fits into that 10-hour window and takes place between about 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. That's what 137 San Diego firefighters did, and it led to reductions in both blood pressure and blood sugar levels. Taub said restricted eating also reduced a bad cholesterol called VLDL.
Shift work isn't going away. It's a really important part of society. It's what really keeps so many things in our society functioning well. And so within the confines of shift work, we need to come up with better strategies to optimize the health of our shift workers. And that includes strategies such as time-restricted eating.
Chief Piccone said most firefighters don't typically die in the line of duty. They commonly die from cancer, heart disease, or suicide.
Doing this study for me was definitely about, our members and my brothers and sisters, but really more about the brothers and sisters at large, countywide, statewide. In other states, they have other types of issues they encounter.
For now, he just hopes they're getting out the word to the firefighting community that this is something that can help. Thomas Fudge, KPBS News.
Keep an eye on kpbs.org in the days ahead as we ramp up our election coverage. So starting on Monday, we're launching new content at the KPBS Voter Hub, including explainers on all of the key races. It's available in English and in Spanish at kpbs.org. Look for the Voter Hub link on the homepage. It's win or go home this weekend for the Padres. The team is back in the playoffs, and the Friar faithful are embracing every moment. Jacob Ayer caught up with some of them this week in the Gas Lamp.
Honestly, it means the world to me because all my friends, we like the Padres. We try to come whenever we can.
Ahead of the final game of the regular season, fans like Chula Vista's Nick Meraz were excited for the postseason, and with good reason. The San Diego Padres are going to the playoffs.
When we heard that they clinched and all that, we all, in school, we all started, and it was awesome.
People of all ages and places are coming together to celebrate. Alicia Reyes flew in from Sacramento to watch Wednesday's game with her aunt.
I actually think they're the heartbeat of San Diego right now, and we just gotta get into that and hold on to them so that they don't go anywhere. They don't want to go anywhere.
His first pitch is through, the shift on the right side, a base hit for Profar.
The Padres are locked into the number 5 seed in the National League. That means they'll play a best-of-3 wildcard series against the number 4-seeded New York Mets. The last time the Padres made the playoffs was in the pandemic-shortened 2020 season, where they were knocked out by the eventual World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Celebrating his birthday at the ballpark was 13-year-old Joaquin Morales. He says things feel different this time around, as the team has overcome adversity and added big names in the middle of the season.
My favorite player right now has to be Juan Soto. And I think the Padres are really good as a family. I think we have a pretty good chance of making it to the World Series.
Before 2020, the Padres hadn't been to the playoffs since winning their division in 2006. This season marks the team's 7th playoff berth in franchise history and the 4th since Petco Park opened in 2004. Brothers Drew and Chase Hattendorf are hoping this year's best moments are yet to come.
It's been really up and down for them. It's been hard. I think they're going to do pretty well because they've got their starting pitching on a roll, and now they've also got the bats heating up.
The wildcard series begins Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. The Padres will travel to New York to play their best-of-3 matchup with the Mets. If they can win 2 games, they'll face the Los Angeles Dodgers in the best-of-5 National League Division Series starting October 11th. Jacob Ayer, KPBS News.
A youth boxing program in Vista got displaced from their gym last year, but that did not stop the organizer, who decided to rebuild in his backyard. KPBS North County reporter Tanya Thorne shows us a group of kids becoming champions in and out of the ring.
From the outside, Rudy Moreno's Vista home looks pretty normal. But past his yard owl and through his side path, you'll find a large tent filled with young and aspiring boxers. It's part of a nonprofit he started called Hero Inc., helping everyone reach opportunity.
I have a motto, which is learn, grow, and lead, okay? So each one of these kids, they learn something, okay? Then they become leaders and they teach others, and then they just grow from there.
Moreno used to teach in a bigger space, but last year the program was displaced to make way for a new residential development.
We lost our big facility that we had off of North Santa Fe. So we put our minds together, we put our money together because it was pricey, and we decided, you know what, we have the space in our backyard, why don't we just construct something here?
Moreno built a gym in his very own backyard because of the benefits boxing brought to the community.
Physical activity, helps you mentally and physically. And not only do I want to create champions in the ring, but I want to create champions outside of the ring as well. That way they become productive citizens.
Boxing helped Moreno stay out of trouble while growing up in Vista. He went on to join the Air Force, serving for 20 years. After retirement, the sport helped him recover from the effects of PTSD.
And there was a time that my body just started falling apart basically after retirement. I guess because I wasn't physically active anymore.
Now, Moreno gives back to his hometown with boxing through his organization, working with kids like Alina Torres.
I think it helped me not to get picked on, and it's just because I'm small doesn't mean I can't do anything.
She's the only girl in the group. She's won national titles and state championships that she hopes will keep stacking up.
I want to take it to at least the Olympics, to where I get top and even maybe professional.
17-year-old Franklin Garcia says boxing has kept him from hanging out with the wrong crowds.
There's other sports kids can do, not just boxing. There's other sports, and I encourage kids to do sports, instead of out there being in the streets. Do sports, and it's good for your health,
Boxing also inspired him to join his school's cross-country team. He hopes to go to a 4-year university and continue boxing.
Cross country, then boxing, school, and I just hope to be someone big, be one of the big top fighters.
Victor Villagomez, or Tony Boy, is Moreno's youngest competitor at 10 years old.
It helped me by getting confident and building more strength to my mind and to my body.
Like the rest of the boxers, Tony Boy has big goals in mind.
What I want to do is be a pro, so I can make a career for myself, so it could be successful.
What brings me joy is seeing their expressions. When we go to a national tournament and they win a national tournament or even local tournaments, just seeing them win. They know that the hard work that they've been putting in at the gym is paying off. 2, 1, quit, go!
Moreno's backyard boxing program is temporary. He hopes to get a bigger place with more sports and services for the community.
Other sports, fitness, basketball, football. I would like my facility to have a learning resource center, a computer lab where kids can come and do their homework and then participate in an activity.
Until then, Moreno's backyard is open until the sun goes down to help kids reach new opportunities.
You always want to help that one person up so that way they can help the next person.
Tanya Thorne, KPBS News.
And video journalist Matt Buller helped bring that story to life. He also put together a photo essay capturing some of the faces and the moments inside of the gym. And you can see more anytime at kpbs.org. Away from San Diego's beaches, you'll find a lucrative agriculture industry, but one iconic staple is starting to slip with a new top crop emerging. John Carroll talked with farmers about the changes that they're seeing.
Think of what drives San Diego's economy, and tourism probably comes to mind. But agriculture is also a huge part of our economic picture, accounting for $1.75 billion in 2021. Now, for the first time in 12 years, the county has a new number one when it comes to production and sales. You can find it, or them, at any local nursery. Whether it's the new top crop, Bedding plants, color and perennials, cacti and succulents, or the old number one, ornamental trees and shrubs, business is brisk at places like Walter Anderson here in Poway. But a perennial staple of San Diego County agriculture plummeted in the last report. Yep, it's avocados. Here at the monthly meeting of the San Diego County Farm Bureau in Escondido.
I do sales right now of nursery products for First Step greenhouses in Temecula.
Horticulturist Fred Ceballos is feeling good about how business is going.
In the last 2 years during the pandemic, the interest in gardening has just increased so much that people have been buying more and more bedding plants, succulents, landscape plants. And
Ceballos says the seemingly never-ending drought has helped their business too. Drought-tolerant plants are selling well. On the other hand, the drought hurts avocado growers like Enrico Ferro as water gets more expensive. But more than that, Ferro says days of extremely hot weather are disastrous.
In May of 2020, we had some pretty good heat, which would have affected the flowering stage in the early set, which could have affected the production for 2021.
Another avocado farmer here told me that's exactly what happened. So that would seem to be what's behind a drop below $100 million in value for avocados, the first time that's happened since the county began tracking agricultural production in 1996. But Ferro sees a silver lining for his delicious dark green crop.
Prices have risen over the last couple of years. Because the production hasn't been there, and with the higher price, you can still pay the bills.
Overall, crop values fell for the first time since 2018, down more than 3%. Still, agriculture is the fifth biggest industry here, helping to feed millions of people, to make spaces and places more beautiful, and to help keep the county's budget in the green. John Carroll, KPBS News.
And we wrap up our show with a big step forward for some tiny new arrivals at the San Diego Zoo. KPBS environment reporter Eric Anderson tells us about the successful breeding of an endangered turtle species and how it took decades to reach this point.
So this is the turtle habitat. You have a number of different turtles here.
Correct. So this is basically it's a replica of what you might encounter in Asia, in the Indian subcontinent in particular.
Kim Gray is a longtime herpetologist at the San Diego Zoo, and she's standing next to the habitat that's home to 3 Indian soft-shelled turtles, 2 females and a male.
The mother of some of the offspring we have is actually in the sandy pool area there. She's hidden underneath all of that sand. She's using the camouflage to help hide her.
And she's big.
She's very big. So you can see when you're actually down there next to them, it's quite impressive. But she's about 2.5 feet by about 3.5 feet.
The soft-shell turtles can top 400 pounds when fully grown. She's hiding in sand, waiting for prey to swim by. When that happens, she shoots out her long neck, snatching and swallowing her meal.
This habitat area was designed actually with this species in mind. So we had just acquired them at the time. We were doing some construction, and we actually designed it with the sandy beaches and everything with the species we selected for this habitat with them. Thinking in the future, we didn't know when, but our goal was that they would breed one day, and we didn't know it would take so long, but we're happy.
A long time indeed. She's waited more than 20 years for the turtles to breed, time enough to raise 2 teenage daughters.
Just waiting and hoping. You can anticipate it and you hope for the best, but you're always pleasantly surprised.
The magic finally happened this summer. Keepers found a clutch of eggs in a crude nest on the habitat's beach. Eventually, they isolated 11 eggs to incubate, and then the surprise. 30 more hatched from a hidden nest in the habitat. 41 turtles eventually wriggled out of their shells more than 2 decades after Gray first hoped the soft-shelled turtles would start breeding.
Oh yeah, I got a text and we were celebrating in text. More, it was like 6 in the morning or something, and we were all texting each other. We were all excited, yeah.
This is a hatchling, narrow-headed soft-shell turtle.
Davis Provan is a senior wildlife care specialist charged with raising the hatchlings in an off-exhibit area. The turtles are about 2 inches long and eager to find high ground.
Yeah, so for the first month or so, they seem pretty determined to come up on land and possibly bask. I'm not entirely sure. And then after that point, they'll stay in the water and they'll stay buried under the sand as ambush predators and wait for small invertebrates to come by for them to pick off. So we have these little, I think they're black worms in the water for them to learn how to eat.
Part of the challenge now is finding homes for the hatchlings. While they are just a few inches long now, they will get much bigger and much hungrier.
But you can see, jokingly, it does have a turtleneck. It's a turtle with a turtleneck, but it certainly looks like almost like a fabric, like a sweater turtleneck there. And it's deceiving. The head looks quite small, but the skull on these animals is quite impressive. They have a lot of muscular attachments for that powerful shoot out of the neck.
Gray says the turtles are a marker species for the river habitats where they live in Nepal and India. If the turtles are thriving, their habitats are likely healthy. She hopes the hatchlings will teach conservationists how to help that species in the wild.
The last time scientists really took all the wild data and determined what its status was 22 years ago. And if it was endangered then, our concern is it's even worse now. So all of this information we can help share with the plan that should we need to intervene more and maybe start these Head Start or assurance colonies, that this can help contribute to that.
San Diego researchers are recording everything: weight, activity, diet. They hope to learn as much as they can about the hatchlings, because this is the first time these turtles have bred in captivity at an accredited facility in North America. Eric Anderson, KPBS News.
And all of the stories that we brought you this week can be seen at the KPBS YouTube page, and that's where we also live stream KPBS Evening Edition. That's weeknights at 5 o'clock. We hope that you enjoyed this look at KPBS News this week. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Thanks for joining us.